Hello, I'm Stephen Cruz, mortgage broker with Verico iMortgage Solutions, and today we're going to chat a little bit about the 8 mistakes that homebuyers make when arranging a mortgage. And this is the third video in the series. And with this video, we're going to talk about interviewing just one lender. We talked in the last video about the pre-approval process and making sure that you're early enough, if you're not too late, so that you can cover certain aspects and be set up properly for purchasing a house. And in this series, we're going to talk a little bit about interviewing just one lender. Now, as a mortgage broker, I have a bit of a vested interest. I want you to come to us, mortgage brokers, instead of going directly to the bank. But everyone has their own options, and I encourage you to make sure you choose the best option that fits for you. But one thing to be aware of is that it's important to talk to different lenders about different options. I don't suggest you go and have your credit checked with every single lender, but talk to the people there and make sure you're comfortable with who they are and their experience and their knowledge, that they're going to be your advocate and looking out for you and making sure that you're getting the best deal you can. When you talk to lenders, it's kind of like purchasing a cell phone. If you go into the Apple store when you purchase a cell phone, they're going to talk about Apples. They're not going to talk about any other phones. They're going to compare any other phones. And so you'll know what's available with Apple, but you won't really necessarily know how that compares to anything else. Whereas if you go to a store that sells all the different phones, they'll tell you about Apple and the good and bad, and they'll tell you about Android and the good and bad, etc. So you can check an Android phone or a Samsung phone, and you'll get to know which one best fits you. And that's the same with lenders. Every lender has different programs they have available. They have different rates that they charge. They have different promotions that are available. And they have different access points. Some lenders, there's lots of branches you can call. Some lenders don't have any branches, and you have to call them or access them online. So understanding the different programs they have available and the different options regarding prepayment privileges and penalties, any special programs like the Canadian Home Customization Plan, which we'll talk about later, Purchase Plus Improvements, any stated income programs. There's all sorts of different things that different lenders offer, and they all offer it with different nuances. So it's important to talk to a professional who can explain these differences so that you, as the consumer, get an informed decision. Lenders also have different qualifying criteria, as much as if you purchase with less than 20% down, the mortgage has to be insured. And there's 3 insurers in Canada that insure mortgages. There's CMHC, there's Genworth, and then there's Canadian Guarantee. Each of those insurers have slightly different nuances for approval, and some lenders only use 1 or 2 of them and maybe not use the third. Or some of them prefer to use one or over the others, and you may not want to go to one of them for one reason or another. So it's important to understand the differences there and the qualification processes. If you're purchasing a home and you have another rental property, some of them look at that rental more favorably than others do. And when they calculate your qualifying, they're more favorable in the calculations for rentals versus others who aren't. So it's important to know the difference between those as well. And as a mortgage broker, I have access to many different lenders, some who have branches that you can walk into and some who are virtual banks who you can only talk to on the phone or online. And so when you call me, I can give you an idea of which ones are offering different rates and different programs and what might fit for your situation and how it might work best for you. So that's the one mistake I've seen, one of the 8 mistakes I've seen clients make when they are purchasing a house. So this is the third video in the series of the 8 mistakes clients make. So I'm Stephen Cruz, mortgage broker with iMortgage Solutions, and stay tuned for the next video.